Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, this might start looking familiar to you more and more, and if you're the Southern Hemisphere, we're about to enter into summer for you, so I hope you're enjoying all the greenery. Anyway, when we're doing our readings for the weekend, what I'm doing is I am using my Radley Valentine decks. I am using my Angel Tarot cards and from Radley Valentine, and I'm using my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle decks. Now, I'm also using my Angel and Abundance deck from Doreen and Grant Virtue, and we will pick one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this is the introduction, and if you're new to the channel or if you cross-watch and you've just kind of forgotten a little bit, go down to the down into the description. There will be a timestamp, and you'll be able to just jump past the introduction. I hope you watch it at least one time. Now, during this, and I am doing it a little bit differently, I'm making me smaller and the cards larger, so we will see how this works out. I did this once a long time ago, and people basically said they liked it the other way, but we will see. I'm getting a little older than I was, so maybe this will kind of make it look a little bit better for me. Okay, anyway, for the introduction, we're going to be using our Waite Rider Traditional Tarot, and I will pull one from my Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. Okay, so now let's see what we've got here. What's going on? Pretty much all the planets are where they've been. That full moon has actually been very, very strong. I've been feeling it. Today is the 6th, and it's going to be there December 7th, later at night, Eastern time. I've been feeling the effects of it. I hope maybe you have too. I have found it to be very clarifying, and actually, because, I told you that it had been, somebody had said, or I had heard people remarked that it would be an angry moon, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be an out of control moon. I think it's going to be a very focused moon. Okay, so that's going to be late on the 7th, but again, 3 days before, 3 days after, and this is the time to release, relinquish, and request. So let's see, let's shuffle. We also have on the 9th, Venus will be transitioning into Capricorn. So this is where things get real. Capricorn is very logical in many ways, very sensitive too. People don't understand, but Capricorns are very sensitive. They're very, I like Capricorn energy quite a bit. I have Capricorns in my life. So it's an earth energy, so it is about your money, job, career, your home also. And Venus is going to be about your relationship. So we will see what we will see. Okay, let's go on, and now we're going to cut the deck. Okay, cut the deck and see. 1, 2, 3. Remember, this is a general read. I prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, Holy Spirit, higher power, source, and whatever comes out, and it's best when I try not to really even understand what I'm talking about. So let's see what we've got here. First card, glasses on. First card is the Knight of Swords. So the Knights are, again, and if you've been following me, you know this. And I try to teach you a little bit as I go along, because then you can pick up a deck of tarot cards and you're able to get a very good sense and a very good feeling with them. And then, of course, this is where you also use your intuition. But the Knights have this, dual energies. All the court cards do. The Knight's energy, underlying energy, is fire. That's our Aries, Leo, and our Sagittarius, and we are in Sagittarius energy right now. Jupiter is right now in Pisces, but it will be transitioning pretty shortly to also Aries. So we are picking up some more of that fire energy. Now, sword energy in itself is the air energy. It is our Aquarius. It is our Gemini, it is our Libra. Now, Aquarius and Gemini, really strong right now too. The full moon, Mars retro, so there's some sort of like little bit of, Mars going retro sometimes creates a little bit of, I don't know, digging up some of those thoughts, making you revisit some of your intellect, things that you know. And again, kind of making you just kind of making it a little bit more uncomfortable. So uncomfortable truths maybe. And we also have that, Saturn in Aquarius. Again, uncomfortable truths. I'm getting really uncomfortable truths quite a bit. The Knight of Swords rushes in. Now, swords again, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, thinking things through, thought processes, like I said, making plans. So between this and that fire, remember, fire and air can be very big, very combustible energies. So this one just rushes in. It's really wise to really try to hold back a little bit, to think things through. So the Knight of Swords is rushing in, thinks that he's got all the answers, very masculine energy, thinks he's got all the answers, thinks he knows what needs to be done. And that fire energy is part of that. Let's just go and do this. The Knight of Swords is saying very quick happenings also. Whatever this is, it's like it's very fast. You might have to make a very fast decision. Now, again, this is more of a universal energy, okay? Next card is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page's underlying energy is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. Capricorn and Taurus has some longer acting planets in it. Now, we have Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto will be transitioning out transitioning out of Capricorn to Aquarius and then back in 2023, and then it will be moving completely. Now we have Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus is the planet of expect the unexpected. All of this, these are earth energies, so money, job, career type of energies with this. And the thing about about Uranus, I was thinking that it was 2024. It actually starts going in and out in 2025. I think it goes in and out of Gemini, and then in 2026, it's totally in Gemini. So this is about your money, your job, your career. So Page's energy, while the Knight is focused, once you create, once you tell what it needs to be, once you tell this is the direction we need to go in, that's what the Knight will do. The Page has a little bit more of wonder. The Page has some enthusiasm, as in, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? The Page believes that anything is possible. The Page can also be a messenger. So there could be a messenger about money, a messenger about jobs. It could be a messenger about career. But again, this is a Page. Page, Earth, Pentacles is Earth energy also. So this could be a new job, new career, new way of money also. So there's something going on, possibly with the money situation. Whatever it is, you will hear about it. It will be very quick. And, the Page, though, does have hope. The Page does have possibilities. Okay, let's see what this last card is. Well, this is lovely. So this is fire energy. This is the Four of Rods or Wands. And the four is about stability, leadership, organization. Rods, again, Wands is, again, that fire energy that we were talking about. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of weddings. There's a lot of just really upbeat type of energy with the Four of Rods. So this is, celebration. So something very quick. And I know we may not necessarily feel like we want to celebrate too much. Let's see how about up here? Maybe this will work. We may not feel like we want to celebrate, but something happens very quickly. Again, something with our money, job, career. It is very like possibles. There's all these possibilities. Very positive energy. There is always more. There's always this really, let's get out there and really be very jubilant energy with this, okay? So let's see what we've got here now with the Colette Baron read. Let's see what we've got here going on. Oh. And Let's see, go on. Higher power, what do you want to tell? What's going on with the world per se? What's going on with the world? Here we go. We will just take one. The Page of Air. So Page again has that underlying energy of Earth. Air energy is sword energy. We've talked also about our fire energy. The only thing we've not talked about is our cup energy, water energy, which is not in any of these cards, and that is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, and it's very fluid and emotional. So we have the Page of Air here. Again, money, job, career. However, the air energy means that we need to think things through. We need to make some plans. So again, this is whatever this is all about. It does bring its own challenges, but these are not challenges that we cannot overcome. So the Page of Air, it has like all of these ideas, all of these possibilities. Again, air, thinking things through, making some plans. It could also be hearing a message. We might be hearing something about this Page of Pentacles. We might be hearing something about our money situation. Whatever it is, it could be very quick. It's something not to worry about, even though maybe we will worry about it a little bit, because, you know, anything to do with money, job is always a little bit on that worrisome side. So let's see what happens this weekend. Let's see where we're going with any of this. Okay, take that moment, please, to go down and like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. It really helps. I mean, it's amazing when you guys do this, so thank you so much. And why don't we just get started with our readings? Hello, my Sages, and happy birthday to you. I feel very much like surprise. So I don't know if it's a surprise party or if it's a surprise job or something. I just feel like there's a surprise, but I feel like it's a good surprise. So let's go on. Let's see what we've got going on for my Sagittariuses. Let's see what we have going on now. Here we go. Higher power. What would you like to say to our Sagittariuses? What do you want to say to our Sagittariuses? It is a little disconcerting trying to get this put together and put this in the right spot, but let's see here. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 cards are face down. This one is reversed. Let's go ahead and move our thing here a little bit. Okay, so let's see for my Sagittariuses for this weekend. Now, I do think that there's going to be, I think for Venus, for you, there's going to be some concrete information, relationship energy. I'm okay, surprise, but also some very concrete movement with your relationships. I don't know, because I'm, you know, that earth energy from, you know, the Capricorns, I just feel like there's going to be some answers to maybe some questions. Okay, about relationships. Okay, first card, let's see what we've got here. First card is the Dreamer. This is the Fool. This is a new start, a new path. Being called to something, being called to, and again, I feel like there's going to be some concrete answers to relationships. You've been trying to figure something out, maybe with your work. And remember, relationships to me can be about your work, your job, your career. It could be personal, very intimate. It could be family. I feel like this has something to do with a new understanding, or actually even a new relationship in itself. Okay, so we have a 0 energy. 0 is God's source energy. Numbers have meaning. We have Archangel Metatron, believed to be Enoch before the flood. So very, very connected with God type of energy. So here we go. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. There's something very concrete, something very it's like finally you're getting the answer. Finally you're understanding. Finally it's opening, the door is opening for you. Now remember, the Dreamer is, like I said, it's a leap of faith. The Dreamer is the Fool. The Dreamer starts the major arcana. The Dreamer is being called specifically, out of his or her comfort zone, okay? And just kind of saying, This is where you're going to be going. At the same time, before I even open this up, I feel like, again, that Venus with Capricorn change, it's going to create there's a concrete message. And again, I hear surprise, and I do not hear it as a negative. Okay? Next card is the World. The World. Well, this is a wonderful energy. So now we have a 21. We have a 2, which is choices, decisions coming together, coupling. We have a 1. Again, it's the new beginning. So this is the dreamer taking that leap itself. We can add it together. It becomes a 3. 3 is about celebration. It is about creativity. It's also the power of 3. You still have that full moon magic still around. We have Archangel Michael. Michael is the warrior angel, the defending angel. The world energy, the world energy is things are coming together. Things are where they need to be. The world is like, you've done what you needed to do. Now let it all happen. Let it all come to you. It's the end. You have the beginning of the journey, and this is now the end of the journey. This says you've learned your lessons, everything you've done. Now you can either rest for a little bit, you can enjoy your respite a little bit, or you can start on something new. So here we go. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path towards enlightenment. So you start, you're finished. What you've started is finishing, or it could also be that you are now on the journey, again, that gives you the answers. Okay? Your next card here, the 6 of water. So the 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you put into it. Water is that cup energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and emotional energy. This has a very nostalgic energy. This is looking back over those lives. So here it is. This might be, maybe you've gotten to this point where now you can look back and see how far you've come. All the things that you've learned, all the things, all of your development. Now, this does not mean that everything is ending. In fact, this is just heralding a new next step. It's like you go through this journey, and now when you come to this point, like I said, you can rest a little bit, you can stay a little bit, or you can start over again. So it'll be on how you are called. Again, this is about nostalgia. This is about, there is some children here. There is some childhood memories here too. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So sometimes that's about looking at the past a little bit with rose-colored glasses and not seeing how far you've actually come and all the hurdles you've actually gone through. So the weekend looks like there's a beginning to an end, but it doesn't really end. It's actually then, it just recycles and it becomes a new beginning again. So there's a journey, and it's something that you need to, there's a very contemplative energy here where you need to look back and see where you've gone, where you've come from, and where you're going to go again. So let's see. John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle. God, Source, what else can we say for our Sagittarius? So this is lovely. I mean, when I see the dreamer, it's like, oh, a new opportunity, something, I'm being called for something new. And so it could either be that you're at this part of the journey, or you're closer to this part of the journey. And like I said, this is not an ending. This just says now it's time to ascend to that next step. Okay, so let's see what we have here. For my Sagittariuses. Okay. Now we have a 5. This was reversed, a little strong energy. So as we come to our journey, as we go through our journey, so this is 5. 5 is about change, positive or negative. This is the 5 of Cups, 5 of water. So again, we have that water energy, that emotional energy. This is about emotional loss, but what this is about is also maybe looking at some of your regrets and not necessarily seeing your successes. not necessarily seeing that what you've had to go through is bringing you to this better place. So this is where they talk about spilt milk. They talk about looking for the silver lining of the, in the gray cloud. This is about letting go to move forward. So it's an interesting energy that as you go through your journey, and this is again looking back, this might, looking back, nostalgic type of energy, and this could be again looking back to see. This is very much a life cycle type of energy, my Sages. Okay, let's see what we've got here with our Doreen and Grant Virtue. Maybe you'll be able to see this much better then. Here, let's see what we've got. Here we go. Okay. Positivity, faith, and optimism. I don't know if you can see this, but you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energies. Do not allow negative or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. So this talks about a path again, and this is about a path. And this is where you take a break and you kind of look back to see how far you've come. And this is where, so this weekend has a lot of contemplation to it. This weekend has a lot of, looking at where you've been and where you're going. But the thing that you really need to hold on to with this is that it has been very much divinely driven. It has been very much a path that you were set upon and that you chose to do. So whatever this is all about, there's lessons learned, but it's a divinely driven path, and you need to keep moving down that path. But again, you need to keep the positivity, the faith, and the optimism as you go down that path. Sometimes you'll look back and say, why did I do this? Well, you know what? You did the best you could with the information you had, but it's also, again, it was a divinely driven path. Okay? So let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Sagittariuses here. Let's see what we've got going on here. Let's see what we've got going on. Here we go. Crystal or energy for my Sages. Here we are, reversed. Celestite. Again, communicating with angels, tranquility, good fortune, deep meditation. So you've got an interesting, there's a start, and again, remember, this doesn't stop. This says, now you've learned. So my Sagittarius is, maybe you're in between this, maybe you're not quite here, maybe you're not quite here. So it's kind of telling you that you will get to this point. You are coming to this point. Again, I feel like it's a divine path. It's like you are on the path that you're supposed to be on, okay? Not necessarily an easy path, but it is a path that you have decided that you would agree upon. And many times if we talk about soul contracts and stuff, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of memes that says, yeah, we signed up for this. So take that for what it is. Okay, my Sages? Now, enjoy the weekend knowing that you are on the right path. Okay. Take a moment again to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.